Hi artists! We're going to move to part 2. You should have your puppy all done and ready to cut out. We're going to set this aside for just a moment to do the frame. And this time I'm going to be using newspaper. Romero Britto was famous in that he upcycled a lot of stuff when he was a kid. He used what resources he had around him because he didn't have paper. So he painted and finger painted in particular right onto newspaper. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to use what we have. So you're going to need a Sharpie, and you're going to need to put something underneath so that your Sharpie doesn't damage your table or your work surface. So what you're going to do is use your ruler and your Sharpie to create the dark lines that we're going to fill in with some other elements in a minute. And that will be using your oil pastels, so you'll have to use those too. So again, just like we did with the dog, you're going to create random Sharpie lines across your page. And the reason why I'm using a Sharpie instead of my oil pastel in black is because when I use the colors of the other oil pastels, it's going to make the black lines smudge. And that's a good thing. With some use of oil pastel, we want it to smudge, but in this case we want our black lines to remain solid and separate from our other line work. So just add as many as you want, and then you're going to go back in and do the little fun designs that you see. Maybe it's circles, maybe it's triangles, maybe it's both, maybe it's lines and dots. You can then add squiggles. It's really up to you. Then your next step is to add the color elements using your oil pastels, and that's where the sky's the limit. You can just add in that color, and the good part is that your Sharpie is not going to smudge. The color of your oil pastel may be a little darker just because newsprint smudges, but in the end it'll all look really well together. So the rest of this video is me sped up showing you how to put all the parts together. So you're going to need your dog, you're going to cut this out, you're going to need your finished frame, and then your glue stick to put it right on there. Have fun, artists, doing your frame today.